That's for sure.
Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to Tits Up and Wings Out. This is where spiritual entrepreneurs get real, rise up, and get paid damn well for it. Today, we have the amazing Ragan Thomson, and Reagan is going to be talking about soul emergence, the inner work behind aligned wealth and purpose. Reagan, thank you so much for being here. Welcome, darling. Please
Thank
tell us who
you.
you are and what you
Oh,
do.
thank you. Oh, well, it's so great to be here with you once again. And everyone, thank you so much for having me. Gosh, let's see. So, who am I? That's always evolving.
Yes.
I'm like, who am I today?
Hmm.
My name is Ragan Thompson. I've been a spiritual teacher and healer for quite a long time. I'm also a guide, as far as just helping folks be guided towards really the truth of who they are and the embodiment of their true divine self. That's kind of the primary work that I bring to this planet. I would say that as a spiritual teacher, if that was to be some sort of title that I've now uh, put on the front of my name, it's because I've dove deep into the realm of spirit within myself, primarily for many, many years, decades, other lives, to really develop a very soulfully aligned relationship with the divine. And so I feel like I'm in constant conversation with all kinds of loving beings that are helping on this planet beyond the physical eyes can see, as well as just feel a gratitude, deep gratitude, as part of being able to share spiritually my own internal journey with folks, and then also help them connect to theirs. So that's one of my the work I do is I help people feel and see based on my own internal work that I've done, that if I can heal what I've been through, which has been many chapters, not always easy by any means, that they too as well can. So I believe that my work here is to I've become an embodiment more of my path, walking the walk, talking the talk. I have probably, if you say to me you're going through something that's tough, I would probably say I've been through it through and through already, and I probably have a story to share with you that matches. If not, it's like whoa. And here I am. So that's kind of what I'm here for. I'm also a soul emergence teacher. I'm a soul journey teacher. Specifically, I feel like that's what I've been called for now to do, which is, part of this great awakening world that we're in right now, to help folks really access their true divine light, their soul's light, and from that accessing, not only accessing, but initiating the remembrance of the kind of moment it all began, and then kind of clearing out the cobwebs per se, so that the luminosity of your light can just really shine. And there lies the awesomeness of what can come after that, which is your soul expression can come online, your soul's light can come online, soul purpose, soul mission, all that starts to unfold. So that's what I'm here for. And then I'm hoping that the reason why Spirit signed me up for that is that then there lies more souls out there serving and helping this
Mhm.
planet and being a part of the divine tapestry of what is unfolding right now.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here, for doing the work that you do, and for being such a bright, shining light on this planet. I truly appreciate what you're saying, and I can just mirror back that the most amazing healers and guides and leaders that I have met, soul-led leaders, have what I call the Jerry Springer life. There's just like so much shit that happens. And I recognize not everybody's going to know what the hell I'm talking about because it's probably from my my own age, but it's just like lots of drama, lots of shit, lots of like, oh my God, you did what? Oh, and that happened, and this happened. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That's an awesome healer right there because it's the healer's job to walk through it, learn from it so that you can guide others and connect with them in any situation they may be in, just as you said.
Yeah, so true.
Like, been there, I know the way out. Take my hand.
Yeah,
We
with
got
like,
this.
and with zero judgment to any of it.
Totally.
Like
Yes.
there's literally no judgment to anything you might share.
I
Because we
love that.
ourselves are like, if I was to judge you, then I'm judging myself, and that's not going to work. So yes, yes, yes,
That's
yes.
so true. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Reagan, tell what is you just briefly touched on soul emergence actually
Mhm.
in your intro. So tell us about the inner work behind aligned wealth and purpose. Like what does that entail?
Well, it's been like as we said here a second ago, there's been so many different chapters. Oh, hello, there's my husband. Part of the podcast I'm in right now, live. Love you.
A special guest.
That's so
That scared
funny.
him away.
I
Yeah.
know he's like, oh, like, can I keep talking about?
Oh
Um,
shit.
so okay, so thank you so much for asking that question. Yeah, that has, like we were just saying, with all the different dimensions of like process and what we've been through in this life and all the different things. One of the bigger ones has been around wealth and alignment with purpose. It's that all, it feels like so much of the journey so far was around, I think initially it was about scarcity, honestly, feeling this lack, this limitation within myself. And it really had kind of very little to do with my surroundings. You know, it's not that I was raised with a lot of wealth initially or anything like that. My family did grow into some later, but it was not initially. And I remember feeling just this, what am I going to do? And who am I? And how will I ever make money? What will I be? Um, but something really magical happened as I started to, I'm like the many on the planet, you know, I came in very joyous, very awake, absorbed my environment that wasn't so awake, and then started to fall asleep again. And then, to be very brief, then I woke up again as I started to, you know, connect to spirit, to this voice that said, keep going. And I was like, why? It's so hard. This is tough. But that was actually already starting to unfold for me. The falling asleep, going to, you know, waking up, staying awake, falling asleep, waking up again, kind of teen years. And then those teen
Mm.
years was like a combination of like falling asleep, being awake. Like it was just, but there was this divine grace that came in and it was about this topic. And it was a moment, and I was looking at the moon, and spirit came in and was very loud, spoke to me and said, you're not going to need to worry about that. You don't need to worry about that. And I went, worry about what? It was like, just money and wealth and alignment with purpose, like that is just going to unfold beautifully for you. And I went, well, who is speaking right now? That is not how I've been feeling. You know, I was like, that is just not something. And I go, okay, sounds good. And something stuck that moment, even though I still struggled, you know, in the realm of scarcity still for a bit here and there, and not good enough and not worthy. And my value was feeling like it was rocked so often. So that became my work. I was like, I had that gem of truth that came in and I could trust it a little bit. And then part of my first years of, you know, doing healing work after I woke up, you know, later in my 20s, I was like, okay, let me do my inner work. So I started deeply getting into my deeper work. And that was the initial piece that needed to come forward. It was all around lack and limitation of myself, not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough, feeling my value was, there's just something fundamentally off about me because I'd absorbed so much of this, the world, if you know, they're different than me. I'm some sort of alien. I'm so sensitive, I'm so emotional, I've got these higher abilities I don't understand. I'm also observing their feelings and their emotions, and I feel their pain and I don't even know which one's which. I needed to like really unravel all of that, you know, being a high level empathic, you know, being having psychic capacity, telepathic capacity. I didn't know what was mine, what was theirs. So it was also this healing process of letting that stuff go. What was mine, sure, I'll own it. Also, just quickly letting go of what was not mine. So I still was left with my own pocket, which was a nice chunk of feeling like I needed to really work with some old pain and karma that had been absorbed from other lives as well around this scarcity stuff.
Mm.
And so I really got steadfast with that process. You know, a lot of it was to do with my own forgiveness of the judgment that I'd placed upon myself as bad, as wrong, as I'd done something that was so fundamentally bad and wrong that I just didn't deserve to feel good, to be good, to have a good life, to experience the good things in life, to I had put myself in a self-imposed non-forgiveness prison. And yeah, so without getting into the depths of all the things I supposedly did that were so bad in different lives, there were a few little things that needed to really be cleared out and cleansed. And once they were, slowly but surely, I started to feel myself become lighter. The judgment started to heal. My alignment with my worth, not even just like I'm worthy. It was like I'm more than worthy. I'm like a fractal of the one. I'm a divine spark of creation. Like I had sold myself such a like low bill of goods that I was just something worthless. Meanwhile, I was full of divinity and potential and power. And that started to unfold over time with that work. That was kind of, and so, yeah, I started to see that, anything I was creating, let's say if it was some sort of endeavor or a possibility of like a business initiative or investment that I did or some sort of partnership I entered into, it grew. It started to grow. It was like my container grew within myself, my love container, I might call it. I watched money grow. I watched investments grow. I also let go of things that weren't serving, people like, oh, you should work with this person. Oh, there's this person to do a deal with. I'm like, no, no, no. I started to get into real estate investing. I started to get into the market a bit. I started to get into all kinds of different types of growth. And then I also started to let go of anything that was not in alignment with myself, getting involved with projects that felt nourishing. I also started to volunteer in a lot of different ways. So I was not only like growing money, but I was also giving back. I was also growing money, but I was also tithing. I was also contributing, donating. I was doing both at the same time. And I think there was something that was powerful that Spirit kept saying, that's it. It's give and you shall receive. It's give and you shall receive. Your wealth will grow and then you can give more. And I was like, great, because that is what I'm signed up for. So I feel blessed with this deep truth about that. And people are like, what are you doing? Why are you giving more money? I give it and it always comes back. Like I've watched this for 20 years. And then what was really cool is, at least for my soul, part of my expression has been that process, has been about learning to give and receive as part of literally my purpose. And so it is a big topic we're talking about because I'm not saying this was easy. There was pockets of energy inside me that I would discover that felt very, I don't know, I mean, just concave, like it wasn't possible to heal this. It was feeling so icky at times that I was like, is this ever going to be healed? Like it was some dense, really dark stuff sometimes. I had to like really pull myself out of what felt like a vortex of darkness I had really placed myself in. And that was the key that I realized that no one really put me there. I'd put myself there. And so I had to own that. I'd really had so much judgment I'd placed upon myself. I had such an intense pattern of being hard on myself. I mean, it was like off the chart. It's like if anyone was hard on themselves more than me, I don't know who would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not possible.
no,
Yeah, and I love that phrase that you use, the self-imposed prison, because
yeah.
so many people are really in that space right now, and it really is an unlearning, a reconnecting to our true divine selves. And the truth is, when we're in fear and lack, we actually repel money. And when we are living in a space of love and trust and giving, that's when we attract money. And there's such a dichotomy around money, and I think
Mm-hmm.
we're, as a society, learning a new pathway to money, a new connection to money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, if you had a pen sitting on the desk in front of you, you'd be like, that's a pen, that's nice, I can create things with it. What if there was $100 bill next to the pen? There might be some fear around it. You might want to snatch it up. You might be afraid that it's going to blow away in the wind. You might be, and it's all the meaning that we give it is is all self-imposed. They're all objects of creation that we
Mm-hmm.
can utilize.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever meaning we give it and the emotions we create around it,
Mm-hmm.
that's our experience. And
Yes,
recognizing that it's there, the pen and the $100 bill have no meaning.
exactly.
They're objects until we give them meaning.
Exactly.
And that creates our experience.
That's so powerful what you just said.
Oh my
And that's
gosh.
super, no, but it's so spot on. And I'm so grateful for you to share it that way. Um, because it's true. And my friend of mine said it another way too once. And I said, oh, it's beautiful. A dear friend of mine, she said, it's not the thing, it's our relationship to the thing. And I
Yep.
was like, that's it. It's just, it's like we within us create with what's without us. So people have given money such a bad rap. And until we
Mm,
have a different form of energy exchange, which we do not currently, that's
not yet.
that's what we have. But that's
Yeah.
what we have now. So are we going to fight it, push on it? Are we going to defend ourselves from it? Are we going to like judge it? Guess what? You're probably not going to have a very um, great financial flow. The currency of that energy, because there's energy that's being streamed into the money and the money is being streamed back at you. It's a currency. It's called a currency because it's meant to
Yes.
flow, right? Money is a
Yes.
currency. So,
Mm-hmm.
and so, yeah, I mean, I used to fear money. I used to
Yeah.
think that it was the problem. I have friends right now who run organizations and charities and they have to fundraise every year. And I've done a lot of fundraising for charities in the past. And it's like,
Mhm.
they're like, how do you raise funds? I'm like, I just ask for help. And I believe that it's a good thing that I'm asking because what they're serving in this energy exchange of the money being given to us by asking is going to help this cause. And then
Right.
money is required to help this cause. So
Right.
I'm in acceptance of how this works. So
Yes.
we can
I
totally
love
like
that.
resist that process.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, maybe there's a group over here that can do that, and then the whole thing can get shifted eventually, and we won't use money anymore. Fine. Well, until then, if you're someone who's looking to have abundance and flow and wealth in your life and alignment with purpose within the realm of money as an energy exchange, I highly encourage that you get to the place of acceptance of the system for now, and that you start to see money as a blessing, as an opportunity to serve, that it will give you more freedom to do so. And that if you feel you're not sure what you'll do if you have it, oh boy, well, the first thing you probably want to do is give it away.
Hmm.
Like at least a percentage. If you're like, I'm not
Yeah.
sure what to do. I feel like that's what I did. First thing I did when I started to have any type of wealth in my life, I started to feel like I had this responsibility and I felt weighed by it. So I started to learn to give some away and I felt like it would lighten and then more would come in and I'd like give it away. Oh, I see now. It's like this circular thing happening.
Yeah.
And it
Hmm.
works and it's true. And it's not because I have, and initially I felt like I had to give it because I was like, I should. And I was like, oh my
Hmm.
God, I'm just feeling pressure. And then I started to feel something new happen as I started to do my healing internal work. I started to let go of the shoulds and the have tos. I started to say, I get to do this.
I've been doing that lately
I know I
too.
get to. It's
Yeah.
so much,
I
it's
get
so,
to go grocery shopping. Yes.
I get to have food on my table. I mean, I get to do that. I get to like buy this shirt that's covering my body
Yes.
and gives me warmth and I enjoy wearing it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that you brought that up too, because there's another thing that I think a lot of people are now, especially this audience, is breaking free from is the long held belief that people with money are bad, are wrong, are jerks. And the truth is, if you are a good person and you want to make a big impact on this planet, you need money. And we need amazing heart-led people with a lot of fucking money to change this planet. And if you don't think that can happen with money right now, as you said, with our system, we're going to be stuck.
Yeah. 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 There's a lot of major shifts that need to happen on our planet, updating of systems. As you know, it's like the whole system is it needs to be rewired. So,
Hmm.
it's true. Like some of the most, I fortunately have had the blessing of meeting some of the folks with some of the money that you're talking about, doing some larger initiatives and endeavors in the world. And you're right. Some of them are large capacity, world changing endeavors. And
Mm.
either they're getting off the ground because they have the finances to do so, and they are making an impact on the planet currently, or they are not, and they need money and they're like, we can't get this going unless we get the funds to get this going. And they're like really trying, they're fundraising. So I've seen both the endeavors that are flying and going Yes, they have financial capacity to do so. And so
Hmm.
it's not a, well, how do they not and they do. For whatever reason, this endeavor right now is going. Okay. So why is it not going over here? That's an interesting, like, let's unfold that. It's an interesting thing. Maybe it's the timing's off. Maybe it's the way they're trying to raise the money. Maybe they have beliefs that we're talking about that are still in the way. Money's a problem. Money stresses us out. We don't like money. I've met organizations that are not going, and sometimes because you might even find within their executive team, um, there's someone in there that says, I hate money. I
Wow.
literally hate this stuff. I'm like, oh, so you're the lead executive team of this, and you're having a hard time.
I found the problem.
I mean, it's not like an uncommon problem to find.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a really
That's
common find.
unfortunate.
And
Yeah.
it happens a lot. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, because and the other thing that I'm noticing too is the more we focus on the shifts and change that we can happen, that we can create for others with the end result, meaning the money, the easier it starts coming through versus I need to make XYZ for this project.
Hmm.
Because that's kind of like I don't want to say ego, but it's a lower vibration. But
Hmm.
if we can get to the place where like, oh, this is going to help like 50,000 people, this is amazing. And that the energy just juices everything up and helps the money flow more easily. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think it's really spot on. I've been on both sides of the coin here. I've been on the spectrum of a business that wasn't going as much as another
Sure.
one, and like I know what it feels like to be in the shoes of being like, why aren't we like bringing in more funds? Like, and why is the money not flowing? My like review of that, different things, but one of them is for sure that I think there was more subconscious fear going on about failure than I realized inside my system or within the realm of whoever I was working with and within
Sure.
the helm, whoever was at the helm. um
Yeah.
and that it's an interesting thing about that one. I mean, that subconscious kind of not seeing of certain fear, it's we can fear success as much as we can fear failure. And so that those two are really important to resolve when it's in the realm of wanting to manifest more abundance and prosperity and wealth. I think that those two
Mhm.
are really important. And I think that, you can have this like vision that's so beautiful for something, like to see it go, oh, I'm going to help 50,000 people and it's going to be great. But somewhere inside the system, there's still some sort of block that's like, if I don't manifest the 50,000 people, then I'm gonna fail. And then I was like,
Yeah.
and Spirit's like, oh gosh, well, I don't know if maybe we need you to like feel that then because we want you to clear that.
Hmm.
So you never know
Yeah.
kind of how it will all unfold because we're always basically in this, like whether we see it or not, we're in this learning ground, this school, this soul school of um, learning like what is within us that's still our blocks, our obstacles, our unhealed trauma, pain. So if it needs to show up in the realm of money as a way to teach you about your internal fear that you're still not working through, or your insecurities, or your fear of scarcity or lack, it will maybe show up there. So I think the
Hmm.
work to clear that stuff out is primary before you can see your container financially expand.
Oh my gosh, that's huge. That's huge. Okay. So as we're wrapping up, is there like if someone says, okay, this is all new to me and I have no idea where to start, do you have a suggestion on maybe like one thing that they can start focusing on or doing to start
Yeah.
getting ahead of this?
Yeah. Well, first off, I did this a long time ago, but I think it's a wonderful exercise. It's a wonderful exercise. Journal your relationship with money. If you can pull out a journal, if some of us don't like to write, then you can voice record it on your phone or whatever you like to do. But as if you're speaking directly to money and having a conversation. That'll be a very interesting conversation. Like literally, like what would you say to money? And you might say, "Oh, that's weird. So pretend as if money and you are in a relationship and you're like speaking to a human, I guess. I've done this
Mm-hmm.
with exercise, and see what comes up. And in that, you might see your relationship, great, it's healthy. I mean, I'm like, thank you, money, appreciate you. We've had a great ride. I'm not making something up. Or it's, I really feel stressed around you. I don't feel like there's enough of you. I feel like you've made my life really hard. Any of that, you can bring that into a healing process. If there's any of resistance to money, there's any fear about money, there's any limiting beliefs about money, that's a powerful process to bring into your own internal work, whether it be through meditation, prayer, tapping. I don't know what your favorite healing modality is, but you can literally take that and go, wow, look at that. I do have resistance. My relation to money is not as healthy as I thought. I'm rejecting it, in fact, possibly even feeling like it's abandoned me. Like, I don't even know, so that's a powerful exercise. It's very interesting to do that work.
It is. I love that. And I would challenge you to see it as a mirror too, as you're doing that exercise. What is it that you're reflecting back through those words as you're talking to money?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
money, you're an asshole. You've been ghosting me for 5 years.
Yeah.
Have I been ghosting myself? I don't know. What does that mean? Oh my gosh.
Spot on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Our relationship to
Mm.
money is often our relationship to ourselves.
Oh my gosh, I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my lovely. Well, I understand that you have a free gift for the audience. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah. It's really three wonderful meditations for you
Mm.
to go into. Talk about what we're talking about today. I mean, they're going to help with pretty much any kind of balancing and harmonizing of the energy system. They are soul-based meditations. We will take you on a soul journey. I do a lot of work with helping you access your soul, move into that space within. So each one of them kind of takes you into that deeper space within so that you can start to form a healthier relationship with your true self and start to know yourself. And the truth is, the more that we love ourselves, the more that we know ourselves, is the more that we love ourselves. So, really, those meditations are really about that. There are three of them. So, that's my offering to you, and they kind of grow upon the next.
Thank you. That's so amazing. Reagan, thank you so much for being here on Tits Up and Wings Out. We appreciate you and your energy and your wisdom.
Thank you.
And if you want to connect deeper with Reagan, I suggest you click those links below. Everything is in the show notes, whether you're watching this on YouTube or listening on audio only. We love you so much. Thank you for being here, Reagan.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. So nice to be here.